Welcome to Anime Out of Context, a comedy review show where a man completely immersed in anime culture torments his co-host, who is only allowed to watch the shows featured here. If you'd like to support the show, you can do so at patreon.com/animeoutofcontext. Alongside over 100 hours of exclusive bonus material, all episodes uploaded to Patreon are completely ad-free, even to non-patrons. Thank you for listening, and enjoy.
Hello and welcome to Anime Out of Context, the show where I attempt to explain the sometimes weird, sometimes wonderful, but always hilarious world of anime.
And would you rather be trapped in a forest naming 100 men or naming 100 bears?
I'm Shaun Rollins.
Chase.
I think they would choose the bear every time, Rep.
Just name 100 bears. I would struggle to name 100 bears.
I would too.
Yogi.
Like, Fozzie.
Brother.
Everybody's favorite fuckable bear, Halcyon.
I don't know that bear.
You haven't played Baldur's Gate 3 then, apparently.
Oh, okay, I have not.
He's the druid that turns into a bear and you can have relations. You can fuck that bear.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, oh boy. Oh man. Remington, I've got some great news for you.
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
People are gonna like this episode. People are gonna love it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it's been heavily requested.
Oh, all right. We're staying popular.
And it's related to a currently airing show as well.
Wow, related. Is it? Okay.
That's
a strange phrasing.
Well, yeah. Like what I'm trying to essentially say is the second season is currently airing right now.
Okay.
Which has reignited a lot of people wanting us and you specifically to view and talk about it.
All right.
So we're being topical, covering a seasonal. Again, weirdly, in a weird abstract way, we're doing two seasonals in a row. It's just that we're doing the first season of two shows that are airing their second seasons currently.
Sure. All right.
So it's topical in a way. It's topical.
And so what do we got in the chamber for this week?
Tell me, Rem, you like ninjas?
Sure.
Okay. Do you like Buddhist demons?
Despite my rant from last week, I can fuck with some demons.
Yeah. Or like, how do you feel about flowers that kill?
The best kind.
Oh wow. And finally, you like a good wife guy? A guy who really loves his wife.
Yes, generally asterisk.
Asterisk. The guys who like their wives so much so that it annoys their wives.
I like the archetype of wife guys. I think a lot of real wife guys are shitty behind the scenes.
Ooh. I mean, it's not like we definitely have had evidence of that being the case.
So I'm skeptical of real wife guys, but I like the archetype in fiction.
You don't think people can love their wives? That's a wild thing to say.
I think they can indeed love their wives. I think many who make it their personality, hey, look how much I love my wife.
I see.
They may care about that presentation more than they care about their wife. Not all of them.
Not all
just
of them. No.
More than I'm comfortable with.
Fair enough, Rem. Well, I can tell you right now, our protagonist is thoroughly a wife guy, and he's also a ninja. It's pretty cool. You don't get that as a combination very often. Because today, Remington, the anime we're going to be...
Are we just covering, what is it, Boruto?
Boruto?
Is that where... Boruto?
Yeah, because... And I'm talking about Naruto and Hinata, yeah? Yeah. I mean, Naruto does...
Oh, no, maybe he's a wife guy in that series.
I think he definitely loves and cares about Hinata, but I don't know if the writing in Boruto shows that. Like, look, I haven't consumed a lot of Boruto, but the bits and pieces I have doesn't do great things with a legacy cast. I'm going to tell you that now.
I just think the naming convention is
stupid.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. I agree. Boruto, very dumb. Very dumb.
All right. So if it's not that, what is it?
So it is a show called Jigo Kuraku.
Okay.
Or simply Hell's Paradise is the English translation.
Okay. So, neat title. It has potential.
Yeah. So it is first and foremost about our main character, Gabimaru the Hollow. He is a very infamous ninja known for assassinating all kinds of important political figures and, just causing all kinds of problems like ninjas were supposed to do.
Of course.
Also regularly referred to as Gabimaru the Immortal, just because, if you've got one ninja going around killing a bunch of people and nobody seems to be able to stop him, you're going to get monikers like that. But the Hollow is kind of like his main one. And we actually start...
Okay, so does this fall into the good old narrative trope of, oh yes, the great and terrifying, and now he's settling down?
Not quite. This isn't like a Way of the House husband situation.
Okay.
Though, don't get me wrong, I would watch the hell out of that show. Like a vicious, bloodthirsty ninja, known for taking out many people, finding a wife, and then settling down. Yeah, I'd watch the hell out of that. You kidding me?
Okay. Well, all right, let me take a step back from that trope and then still be in the periphery of that trope.
Okay.
Spy Family.
Not quite, no. Not quite.
Okay.
So he is already married in the show. He is already married. But we actually don't start the show like with him in his relationship. We start with him, in the process of being executed.
Okay. All
or at
right.
least they're trying to execute him.
And it's on a lovely snowy mountain. He's about to be executed, but then a fucking dragon shows up, and the dragon stops the execuation.
And Ulfric is there.
Perhaps.
No, not quite. Unfortunately, no. It takes place in
Ulfric's
a dingy jail cell and like a courtyard for executions and such.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. All right. Dingy jail cell, and then the Emperor shows up, and he's
also
like,
happens to be Patrick Stewart.
Yeah, who also happens to be Patrick Stewart, and he's like, "This was supposed to be empty. I guess he can just come with."
Oh god, not too far off, honestly. Not too far off. Essentially, he's in the process of being slated for execution because they caught him, and like he seems. Anybody that talks to him is like, yeah, go ahead, kill me. I'm done. It's all right. We're good. We're over. But no matter what they do, they can't seem to kill him. We are dipping it a little bit into like superpower ninjas rather than just straight up. Yeah. Because no matter what, anytime he's about to be killed, he'll enact some kind of like strength resistance or ninjutsu or whatever to stop from dying, whether he's being burned alive or beheaded or whatever. He emphasizes that he doesn't care and he's fine dying, but in his heart of hearts, when somebody finally shows up that can potentially kill him and puts him in a position where he is fearing being killed, essentially makes him remember how much he loves his wife, and that's the reason he doesn't want to actually die despite his depressive mind state.
Yeah, sure.
And then that executioner that comes to do so, and him essentially get put on a special mission for the shogunate. That special mission being going to a famed land that apparently has an elixir of life, the secret to immortality. So they are pairing powerful convicts, and executioners to go to this island and risk everything to get this elixir of life to come back for a full pardon. And Gabimaru essentially fully agrees to this as like an alternate to, come back and see his wife. And then they go to this island, and it's fucked. It's a fucked island, Rem.
Okay, so thus far, just a little bit contrived, a little bit tropey, but depending on how fucked the island is, might bring me back.
Yeah, a lot of like the monsters and creatures on this island are both plant-based and like religious figures-based. Like there's a lot of like Buddhist statues and such. And that's kind of like the vibe we're going for, and it's like an overly verdant green island. And the story is of Gabimaru and his executioner partner, Sagiri Yamada.
Wait, is he just a wife guy, but we never see the wife?
We do get like flashbacks of such and him and his wife.
Fucking cowardice.
Like, he has to have a wife to try and come home too.
Yeah, but does it matter if she's not a meaningful character in the goddamn story?
That'll be up for you to decide, my guy.
You need to make us care about the wife, so we're not just like, yeah, what a great story for him. We're like, yeah, bud, you do need to get back. We care so much about your wife, too.
Well, hey, maybe the show does some things in the way that will actually make you feel that way. And they're not the only ones there, of course. Several other pairs have been sent to this island. Talented executioners and criminals alike. And, it's a race to try and get to the thing, or maybe they'll all just be horrifically killed and murdered because nobody's come back from this island alive.
All right. It sounds like it's got potential. I like fucked shit. Sounds like it could be very uniquely done with like monster designs and concepts, which could be fun. Yeah, and I mean, what else do I need to know?
Not much else, honestly.
Right.
Like it's a highly requested show. Back when it first came out in 2023, spring of 2023, and people are like, "Hey, why aren't you covering this show?" As they do anytime a new popular show comes out, and they ask why we haven't covered it yet. And I'm just like, man, that's other priorities.
If we only covered seasonals, we'd never cover classics. If we only covered popular shit, we would never find the diamonds in the rough or just the weird shit.
Yeah. And sometimes you gotta throw just like a stupid, weird, obscure one just for the sake of the weirdness factor.
Some of those are the neatest ones.
And sometimes they hurt Rem the most.
It's true.
It's true. But with that being said, I think that's all you need to know. So I think without further ado, let's go watch some Hell's Paradise. Ooh boy. And we are back after watching the first 5 episodes of Jigo Kuraku, or Hell's Paradise. And tell me, Rem, have you found paradise in hell, or is Gabimaru not as sympathetic as I made him out to be in the first part of this episode?
All right, well, I mean, first, wife guy, it's a reasonable description, but as soon as I saw that he was a shonen twink,
yes,
is what I'll sort of identify that as. Look, and Weeps, you know what I mean when I say it's a shonen twink.
Mm-hmm.
There's plenty.
A white-haired shonen twink, specifically.
Yeah, a white-haired shonen twink, which weirdly does not narrow it down much further. That is, a lot of the shonen twinks are white-haired shonen twinks.
It's true. It's a common trait.
And so I was like, oh, okay. And sure enough, the little linchpin I had where it can't be a good wife guy story if the wife isn't really a relevant character. I do stand by that. But let's sort of start backwards, because there's a few ways I can handle this review.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's a handful of directions I can take, and so before I know which direction to take, I think we should start with the Mal prediction.
Fascinating. Okay, I'm curious. You know what? Sure, let's go with it. Yeah, we can break format. We've been doing this for 8 years.
Yeah,
that's fine.
So
Do you want me to give you the whole spiel for it, or do you just want to?
No. So it has a second season.
Yeah,
airing right now.
Yep.
Which already does shift my thinking a little bit. I'm gonna guess, and I'm stretching myself here, but I'm stretching myself as far as I'll allow myself to be stretched. A 7.42.
Okay. Do you want me to tell you the results of that, or
I do, because whatever you say will then affect how we move forward with this episode.
Fascinating. Okay. Well, Remington, at the time of this recording, 503,000 people have reviewed this show.
Yep.
Originally aired in 2023.
Sure.
And Studios Mappa, so that's another factor. Hell's Paradise is sitting nice and pretty at 8.09.
Okay, all right, well, that answers my question. Look, I was hoping...
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I have to justify my criticisms with more detail, because the weebs are going to be angry, because unfortunately the show is hot ass. The show is hot ass, it's hot garbage. And I was hoping that at least like a subsection of the weeps recognize that. It sounds like no, they're drinking that Kool-Aid, and thus I need to actually put in effort to clearly communicate, only for it later to be misinterpreted anyway. The number of times I don't just like write notes and throw a bunch of shit off the cuff, right? Like I detail it. I'm like, okay, here's how I think I'm going to go about doing it to make sure I am understood.
I mean, I can tell you what some of the negative reviews for this show are if you think it'll help you at all.
You can. I you know what? You actually do. I don't know what the weebs are going to criticize this for. I know what I'm going to criticize this for.
Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely. Let me just go through some of the random not recommended reviews on Mal. let's see. The opening line of this one is describing the show as hollow.
Huh.
Yeah, very, very apropos. Let's see. Another review lists every character as a surface level cardboard cutout of archetypes without any meaningful development. Let's see. This person says that the first episode was really good, but everything goes downhill after that.
Don't know if I agree with that, but
Yeah. This one just says that all Shonen Jump stuff is garbage. And this is technically advanced Shonen Jump, so it's a little different, but let's see. People are doing a lot of comparisons to Jujutsu Kaisen and Chainsaw Man since they're all animated by the same studio. A lot of people saying that this is the worst of the three.
Okay.
Things of that nature. I could tell you all the positive things, but I feel like it would just be it wouldn't do you any favors.
Yeah, no, unfortunately not. So here's the deal. All right, I'm gonna quickly. It's gonna be super easy to cover the sort of play by play because it's not a lot has happened. If we cut out the flashbacks of these 5 episodes,
which is always a great start for a show when it's like, if we cut out the flashbacks, then
my God, there's so many flashbacks, and it's not just, it'd be one thing if it did sort of like the Lost formula where it's like each episode focuses on a character and gives a flashback to them and it's more focused in that way. Where I'd still be like derivative hack, but it's not a terrible formula, I guess. But no, this one, it'll be like, all right, now in this one episode, we flash back to her trauma, his trauma, we meet a new character, flashback to their trauma. And I'm like, the only way this show knows how to communicate character and history is through traumatic backstory. That is it. That is the only method, and they will do so repeatedly every fucking episode. It's a bit rough. It's a bit rough, if I'm being honest. So, all that actually happens, I mean, honestly, basically what you covered in part 1. Oh man, gonna be executed. Not executed, possibly pardoned, sent to an island. If he finds the elixir of life, then he's pardoned. And it's a weird, dangerous island. I mean, that's kind of it.
Yeah.
That's
what more could I have told you, Rob?
Well, no, what you told me would be great for, like, if it was the synopsis for half of the first episode. Maybe the whole first episode, if they, like, that can still work.
But the first 2 episodes?
First 2 episodes, first 3, first 4, first 5? Now we're starting to push it a little bit. Maybe I kind of want story to happen a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Maybe I want that. But no, we got to get these traumatic backstories in. Lord fucking knows,
because there are so many characters that we're going to get to know and will definitely be relevant throughout the whole story and won't be used as just colorful ways to kill people off on the weird island. Okay,
so we meet our protagonist, Gabimaru, right? He's wife guy twink, and in episode 1, they speed run his internal conflict. They're just like, let's get this out of the way. Let's just we don't want to build any intrigue about this. We don't want to see meaningful character growth or development. Let's just have him wrestle with it here and basically have it solved. And then just in the future, he'll just be like, oh man, am I struggling? Oh no, wait, I have that solved. And that'll just be that, because his internal conflict, he has the reputation as the murderous hollow man who feels no emotions, right? He feels nothing, but in actuality, he has a reason to live, and that reason is his wife. And he actually does have emotions, even though he tries to suppress it. And he goes through this internal struggle in the first episode, and then it's like kind of repeated a couple of times more, but only to do the exact same thing. Like, there's nothing novel about it. It just every other time it happens, it's like, yeah, I don't care. But actually, I do, especially about my wife. It's like, shut the fuck up. You could have had it just be like heartless, careless, but we, like, in one of the moments he's being executed, it shows us the audience that he pulls back, that he resists, right? And because the audience has eyeballs, we see that. We witness that. And thus, we as the audience can say, oh, that kind of goes against what he's saying. That he wants to die, that he's willing to die. So then, immediately, another character is like, I saw you resist. You don't really want to die, do you? Oh, I figured we could do that ourselves. I think we as the audience are more than capable of it. But apparently the show disagrees. Apparently the show is desperate that you understand, and thus will just keep repeating it in the exact same way a million times. It genuinely, the show has some of the worst expository info dump nonsense that we've come across, and it has so much of it. So much. And we don't need it. We don't need these in-depth backstories where like an offhand comment would do, right? When we're meeting these different convicts and whatnot, we don't need to see that, oh, this one is the last survivor of their mountain village. They can just say, I'm the last survivor of my people, and I must live for them. Bam! We got it! We understand!
But you need at least half an episode of a flashback just to make sure that you fully get everything that's going on, right?
Lord, oh God, we don't, especially when we don't care about them yet. Just have them say that one line, we get it, we're smart. And then have interesting shit happen instead.
You mean interesting shit like a whole island full of strange creatures and monsters and who knows whatever the fuck else is going on?
Sure, let's talk about that, Shaun. So, have you ever seen the movie or read the book Annihilation?
I have not.
Hey boy, do I got a recommendation for you and for any fucking weeb who thinks, wow, what a cool idea. What a cool idea this place is that is so vibrant and colorful and seems to merge different creatures and humanity into other elements. Oh my goodness. All the better if it's extremely thoughtful and well executed, right? The best thing this show has going for it is the island is the concept, and motherfucker, you can just watch Annihilation. You can just go watch or read Annihilation. That's available to you, all right? It doesn't need to be anime. It does it better. It does it more interesting. And it succeeds for a few reasons. All right, so we got this cool, vibrant island in Hell's Paradise, right? With all sorts of strange, fucked up creatures. And it's an insanely dangerous island. This island, oh boy, oh lord, is it dangerous. And so, Shaun, if you were to get an idea like that, you'd probably want to have some characters and a sort of narrative that can play off of that well, right?
Yeah.
For example, let's do a different kind of horror. If we're making a Saw movie,
oh, right? Okay,
we're making a Saw movie, Shaun, and we're like, all right, little moral dilemmas, traps, and devices. You know who our hero is not gonna be?
Jigsaw?
Superman.
Oh, wow,
Superman would be kind of a stupid one because it'd be like, oh man, we're gonna freeze you alive, and then he just breaks out of everything, escapes, and we're like, oh. Okay, I guess we don't have a movie is the issue there. I guess no longer does the premise sustain itself because the driving tension which we're trying to create with the cool premise, you undermined it by having a protagonist who doesn't give a fuck about any of it. And so we have this island also full of murderous, strange creatures, extremely powerful. But our protagonist, he's unbeatable. He can do whatever he fucking wants. Easy kill absolutely everybody. He can't even be hurt by weapons, except sometimes he can, for reasons I don't know. He can be hurt by I don't even know the main girl's name. I don't know her name.
You don't know her name?
I don't know her name, Shaun.
Sagiri.
Sagiri can cut him a little bit once. Everything else has absolutely zero effect. And so you end up in this sort of stage where, oh, I guess we don't need to be scared of the terrifying murder island anyway. Okay. Well, then I sure hope that the story has some really strong writing so that it's not about how terrifying the murder island is. Oh, it doesn't? Oh, Lord, we're in trouble. Because here's the deal. The writing is actively bad. I appreciate and admire. It does make an effort to put a little bit of emphasis and spotlight the side characters. All right, which I do appreciate. I've talked many times. If you're gonna have an ensemble cast, use it. And screen time wise, I think this show does okay on that front. Writing wise, oh Lord, no. And similarly, just with the story and the plot. Okay, so the idea, it's kind of a Suicide Squad thing. This island is fucked and dangerous, but it has something we really want. So let's send a bunch of the lowest of the low who we don't care if they live or die, right? We don't give a shit if they live or die. Let's send them in. And then if any of them succeeds, awesome, great. And if they all die, who cares? Makes sense. Makes sense, doesn't it, Shaun?
Yeah, makes a lot of sense.
But as it turns out, every single convict, as it were, they need to be chauffeured. They need a chaperone. They need a chaperone always over them, and it needs to be part of this clan of the most skilled samurais ever. But here's the thing. If we're so worried about this that we're sending in immensely talented samurais to chaperone them anyway, because we don't trust the convicts, we could just send the samurai. We could just send them, because we're sending them anyway. We're already putting their lives at risk, right? We're already putting lives at risk of the people we do care about, and we think that that's a worthwhile pursuit. And so why send the unreliable murderous convicts who do end up just killing each other and the samurai? It's fucking nonsense. It's like, all right, we're going to send Suicide Squad in, right? Because we don't care if they die. That's just how it goes. But also, let's send our best and brightest right alongside them. Right alongside them anyway. It's like, oh, well, if we're going to do that, we can just send our best and brightest, I guess. And I think it's more likely it will succeed because they've been vetted. We either are saying fuck it, or we're saying let's put meaningful resources behind it. It's somewhat contradictory to try and do both, because then you undermine both options.
But Rem, if you don't send the executioners with them, how will you know that they won't find it, take it for themselves, and not come back?
Well, first of all, I think just the whole setup is a little bit clumsy. At most, they could even justify it if it was like 1 or 2 chaperones for the whole thing, right? If it was 1 or 2 for the whole thing, then I'd be like, yeah, you need a couple. But on a 1-to-1 basis, that's kind of silly. And then what's so wildly frustrating, it's not even properly a Suicide Squad thing, because they're immediately like, all right, convicts, kill each other. I'll kill each other. We can only get a couple of you. And then it turns out, oh man, they're like, oh, a couple of these convicts, they have superpowers. So keep an eye out for them. And wouldn't you know it, in the little free-for-all battle, the ones who win are the ones with superpowers. Crazy. So you told me you could have just got them. You could have just got them, kind of.
Well, how do you know all of them have superpowers or not? Like you gotta vet these things, right?
Oh, and they did. In their files, each one has a red seal if they have superpowers. They did the vetting already.
That does make the whole "hey, prisoners fight each other" thing seem kind of pointless, doesn't it?
But then you think, okay, and then we assemble this super squad of baddies, Suicide Squad it up. But then it's instead actually a competition. Only one of you can win. And thus, chances are you shall be murdering each other plentifully. Do you not see how that might
be a problem?
Might be an issue? How that kind of plan won't actually help achieve the goal? Because the bureaucrats, their prime goal is getting this elixir of life. That's their number one goal. And so, surely they would be like, if anything, have that good old formula that's been done in media, but, could work here, where it's like, look, if any of one of you kills one another, or even you can be like, if any one of you dies, all of you will die. We've placed a curse upon you, right?
So literally do the Suicide Squad bomb collar thing, essentially.
Yes. The Suicide Squad bomb collar. Do you see a similar thing in fucking Fallout New Vegas, Sierra Madre? Just be ready to just bomb it up. That trope has been done before, but I'm just saying, make it so they're forced to be together in some way. You can get some interesting interpersonal clashes that aren't just, I am here to murder everybody for there can only be one, which then makes you think, oh, so everybody's dumb. Everybody is a complete dumbass.
I mean, it could have genuinely not even had to go that far. All they could have said was like, everybody who brings it back will get the pardon, which would encourage them
we
working
don't just have
together.
one pardon. The pardon will go to whoever brings us the elixir. If you work together as a group, then all members of that group will receive a pardon.
Yeah, like that's all that has to be done.
It'd be so easy, so straightforward, and it's just indicative of this lazy, haphazard, unthoughtful writing that is really fucking rough. And so we got a cool setting and a cool idea that's mismanaged and undermined to all shit. And unfortunately, the characters, they're all just I mean it's fitting you listen to the review. Yeah, they all just fit the tropes, which could be kind of okay if we're doing more interesting shit with them. But thus far, 5 episodes in, we're doing jack shit. We're doing fuck all.
Mm-hmm.
And so, okay, we have a bunch, and even like, okay, maybe you have a few archetype cardboard cutouts, but then ideally you want some with a little bit more depth. But all the depth we get is, oh no, Gabimaru has a wife and actually feels things. And I've forgotten her name again.
I regularly forget her name too, so I believe it's Yui.
No, not the wife. Who cares about the wife? The main girl, the samurai girl.
Oh, Sagiri.
And then Sagiri, her thing is, she's a woman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, a woman is a samurai? What? Which would be obnoxious if it happened once, but it is, unfortunately, most of her character. Is every other character being like, what? But you're a girl. Later on, we'll meet one of the convicts is a girl, who I identified immediately as a girl, but then they were being identified as a man, so I was like, oh, okay. I guess I got it wrong. And then it was revealed in a crazy reveal. What? It's actually a girl?
Gotta love that.
Really? We need this to happen for 2 different characters. Bewilderment that they are women. We need it to happen twice? Really?
But you see, it's different, Rem, because one was obviously a woman and the other one
was obviously a woman. The only reason why I ended up like changing it in my notes was because they started using he him pronouns for her, and I was like, oh, okay, I guess I was wrong.
Well,
I guess this is just a young boy who I interpreted as a woman, but sometimes that happens in anime.
Yeah, I mean,
but then
it's a classic trope, Rem. So I mean, surely it can be forgiven if the original source material was written like over a decade ago. Yeah.
All right, so it's what you're saying is it was written in the past decade.
2018.
Yep. Oh God, I can't emphasize enough how poor the writing is. And once again, the most interesting thing is this really cool island, which one, it completely undermines with overpowered superpowers, that loses a lot of the intrigue and the stakes. And then 2, motherfucker, just go watch Annihilation. I cannot emphasize enough. Here's the thing. You know what makes Annihilation work, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's not a magic ninja who can't be hurt unless it's convenient. It's a group of scientists. And like, all right, they get kitted up a little bit, but as I quickly found out, it's not like the kid is going to be super meaningful or relevant. They have to be aware. They have to be smart, clever, vigilant if they want any hope of surviving this unknowable monstrosity. It also allows it to have a greater focus, because instead of just being like, I see something, I kill it, right? And so anytime we as the audience see something, then that's how we interpret it. Instead, with Annihilation, it's we see something, what the fuck is going on? Is this thing dangerous? Does this mean me harm? Can I avoid it? How does this all add up? Which is a much more engaging way for us as the audience to interact with the world, rather than just viewing it, wow, this is so pretty, and then everything can just get smacked to death. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. So Rem, I do have to add some things here, because the fans of this series are going to be upset at me for only showing you 5 episodes, as they usually are. But I feel like I need to add some clarification that I feel like you're going to say something along the lines of, I don't think that matters all that much.
Yeah, all right, let's hear it.
All right. So, first and foremost, you worry about Gabimaru being this invincible super soldier. Episode 6 has a whole fight with the big silent dude who wears a mask. And he gets his ass kicked a bit, and Sagiri has to come in and save the day. Does that change your perspective of Gabimaru at all?
Obviously not.
Okay.
Let me ask any weeps who thought that might change it. Was there any moment in the battle in episode 6, even a tiny fraction, where you were like, wow, they're about to kill off the protagonist? Was there a moment that you felt that, even a little bit? Because I suspect probably not.
Okay.
You were probably like, oh man, big guy is scary. But Gabimaru got this. And then he does, because he's always...
Well, he doesn't. I mean, Sagiri's the one who takes him out in the end, but yeah.
Sure, because she's also insanely powerful, but only when they feel like it. Her and Gabimaru, they're the good old OP, but sometimes they don't feel like being overpowered trope. Like, both of them fit that, which is an overdone and usually poorly used trope.
Okay. Then the second thing is, you mentioned the most interesting thing is the island itself. What if I told you in episode 7 we actually get to start learning more about the island and its inhabitants?
I don't trust... Look, if you're like, hey, episode 7, there's more exposition for you, it's not that I want to know more about the island, all right? The island, it should be largely weird and unknowable, but this show has shown that anytime it does exposition, it wants to make it very apparent, very blatant at all times. So it's like, it'd be awesome if there was a focus more on the island, but not through any exposition. Just let us experience the weirdness firsthand. Let's just have, like, do us a little bit of fucking King Kong action, where here we are exploring this weird as fuck island. Oh shit, it's way more dangerous than we anticipated. We can, like, sort of defend ourselves if we are very careful, and also only some things, frankly. But there's a bunch of shit that we just gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. And it probably won't help you that information is given to us by a combination of a small child and a tree man.
Yeah, no, that doesn't quite sway me, Shaun.
Okay, then what if by episode 8 we get to see more flashbacks of some of the other executioners?
We don't need it. We don't. And here's the thing. I do think that a couple of the executioners have interesting dynamics with the characters. Now, I don't know why we need to do in-depth flashbacks for all of them, right? And if anything, I think the only one that feels in any way justified is the one that's sort of like the brother relationship. Mm-hmm. I think that has potential. If anything, just have 3 executioners involved at most, because once again, if you're sending a bunch of these guys who you do trust and are insanely skilled, you do ruin the whole point. Or even, say you're just gonna leave the convicts there, right? But then, oh no, the ship back has been sabotaged or fucked with, so now we're all stuck with the convicts. Mm-hmm. Shit. Just do something. And then it could be a little bit better, but my god, the way of communicating with all the backstories and stuff, even with the brothers, instead of all these flashbacks, what you can just have is them to sort of go to the side for a second and be like sort of look at each other suspiciously, and then smile and just be like, brother. And there we go, and we understand what's going on here.
It's almost like there was a little more thought put into it. This would be a pretty quality show, huh?
Man, let me tell you, if this show gave a shit, then it might be Annihilation. I can't emphasize that really this show at its best would just be Annihilation.
I see.
Because, yeah, it's Annihilation mixed with Suicide Squad, mixed with fucking Jujutsu Kaisen. It's those 3 things, but in just a derivative, uninteresting way. It could work. I like the couple of added inspirations of this like Eastern religious element there. I think the Suicide Squad element could work if it was thought out at all. But genuinely, this show, it's just written real stupid. Thought has not been put into the structure of the show or the storytelling of it. And that is wildly disappointing. But the weeps fucking love it.
Well, not all of them. Not all of them. We saw some of the negative reviews.
It's a pretty high fucking score, though, isn't it?
It is a pretty high score. I mean, it's got some gorgeous animation at points.
If you didn't tell me that it had a second season, I would have leaned closer to like 7.2, 7.3, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Like I was stretching for that 7.4 that I guessed. And even that, I was just like, I don't think the weebs are used to gore and flowers together. And I think that'll be a revelatory experience. Meanwhile,
I'm here to tell you, it's not that they're used to it, but it's not exactly uncommon to have gore paired with flowers.
And look, in the horror sphere, there's plenty of movies that have just done it better, just done it more interestingly. Oh, yeah. I love me some colorful, vibrant horror. All right, especially if it's like bright and beautiful, but super fucked. Annihilation is in there. Midsummer is in there, right? Fuck, Coraline is in there.
Mm-hmm.
There's some lovely examples. It just ends up being generic shonen in a different setting, and that's disappointing.
Oh man, yeah, no, I've just been scrolling through some more of these negative reviews, and most of the negative reviews talk about a lot of what you just said, like how they're willing to just dump exposition on you rather than show you things.
Much. See, like, I cannot emphasize how many different characters can get flashbacks in one episode. And none of them are doing much. It is just the laziest decision. It's the only way they know how to communicate information.
Mm-hmm. And do you think it would definitely put some weight onto which characters you think would survive if I showed you the poster and showed you exactly all the characters you've seen so far that have survived?
Well, here's the thing, Shaun. I had a pretty good indicator of who's gonna live and who ain't, because this show is one of the most guilty of anime hair syndrome.
Yeah.
It'll just be a couple of basic bitch looking designs, and all of a sudden anime protagonists will walk out and you're like, oh, okay, they're gonna survive. They made the tiniest bit of effort in that, like, a couple expendable characters weren't quite as detailed as others, but they had different color hair.
Ah, I see.
So,
and that alone is enough to really carry you across the finish line, huh?
I'm just so annoyed and frustrated by cliche shonen bullshit that's just not adding anything new. I can't emphasize enough, if you think the idea is interesting, lovely listeners, watch Annihilation. It's if you think, wow, that's such a cool idea, but it is kind of disappointing that they don't make the most of it because of the overpowered ninja nonsense, watch Annihilation. It's really good. It's really good.
Would you recommend they read the book or watch the film?
I've not read the book, but I've heard good things about it.
Okay.
So my review comes from the movie, especially if you want to enjoy, like, the visual splendor. Like Annihilation, it has the shimmer, and it's just visually it looks rad as fuck. I'm just gonna send you an image, Shaun.
Okay.
Of the shimmer, and I think that you'll see that it's pretty neat.
Let's have a look. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, just this trippy, weird, fucky barrier, basically. It's rad as hell. I don't know if it would be possible for me to, on a good day, if I was unfamiliar with Annihilation, then maybe I'd be like, Hell's Paradise, look. The writing and the storytelling are absolute trash, but man, I love the idea. But because I have witnessed the idea quite specifically be done very well, there was one time, me and my girlfriend, we watched a movie together, right?
Okay.
And it was of somebody being trapped and kidnapped, and it was like a super fan or something, and they were they loved them so much, but they were torturing them, and it was fine. It was a fine movie. And my girlfriend really liked it, but I was like, if you like that, you need to watch Misery, obviously. And then we watched Misery, and she was like, oh yeah, I get it. That's so much better.
Did you tell her it was a Stephen King adaptation?
I did, and she still enjoyed it.
No, wow, that's impressive.
And it's very much in the same boat. If you haven't seen Annihilation, then maybe you can think the premise is cool. If you have, then you've seen the exact premise be done so much better.
I will say, there are some very pretty spreads in the manga. I went ahead and blitzed ahead in the manga after finishing the first season to just try and see if I was missing anything super major.
And there were some pretty moments in the anime, though also some uglier moments, and also some moments of jank ass animation.
Oh yeah.
At one point, I'm pretty sure I saw like waves coming in, and then just like one layer over another cover something that should have been in the foreground. But you know, there were some pretty moments.
Not enough to justify all of the bad writing?
God, no. I genuinely don't know why you would have a concept like this and be like, let's make it Shonen Slop. It's like if you're like, okay, what we're gonna do, all right? We're gonna make a Knives Out anime. And what we're gonna do with it is we're gonna have an overpowered main character and he's just gonna kill everybody else. I'm like, I don't think that's...
Yeah, that seems to take away from the whole idea of being a fun mystery, huh?
Yeah, I feel like you didn't understand the assignment. I feel like you let the shonen bullshit sort of overwhelm and consume anything else it could have been.
I see. Oh, that seems like a bit of a bummer there, Remington. And so essentially what it boils down to is Annihilation is the way to go.
I can't emphasize so much yes. Including for you, Shaun.
Including for me. Okay, cool. What did I give you the impression that I was a big fan of this show?
No, but I'm just saying, chances are... All right, so Shaun.
Yeah.
I imagine you had to have been similarly disappointed as I was.
Yeah.
For similar reasons.
Oh yeah. No, like I watched it when it came out and I was like, so far it hasn't done anything super unique aside from the setting.
But the setting is kind of neat, isn't it?
Yep.
Go watch Annihilation, and maybe we'll talk about it in a pre-banter. This is an unofficial April Fool's for you, Shaun.
Oh, okay, all right.
At some point, check it out, and we'll have a pre-banter about it.
Okay, fantastic.
And it'll be great. And then you'll either come back being like, yeah, 100%, I get what you mean. Or you'll come back being like, huh? And either reaction, that'll be great.
Honestly, that's pretty good. That's about as much motivation as I needed, honestly, to go give that a look. Because yeah, like I watched it, then I was like, man, there's some fun action in this, and I can respect a wife guy. I need more.
Wouldn't it be great if said wife had a character?
Mattered. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be great if she wasn't just once again a blatant archetype? Well, but she has a scar. She does have a penis scar.
I don't know if you can call it that, bud.
It's a penis scar.
Look.
I think we can all agree it's a penis scar.
No, surely not. Hold on, I need to refresh my memory of what she looks like. Yui.
Do it. And...
Yui from Hell's Paradise. Shit, it does look a little dickish.
It's pretty phallic.
It is pretty phallic, unfortunately. Man, oh man, does that definitely have 2 bits at the bottom and a point at the top, huh?
It's a full dick and balls.
I mean, one is hanging vastly lower than the other, but it's not, it doesn't, man, I'm not going to be able to unsee that now, am I? Huh, interesting.
Shout out to all the people with dick scars, whether that's a dick-shaped scar or a scar on your dick.
Which, if that's happened, I'm sorry, man. That's rough.
In either case, it's pretty fucking rough.
Like I can't think of any solutions for that, genuinely. Like, it's like, ooh. Like, that's like one of those cosmetic features that you can't really get rid of.
Yep.
Man, oh man. Oh god. Well, hey, that's just the way these things go. Turns out the Hell's Paradise was more hell than paradise in your case.
Very much so. Very much so.
Not in the way it intended.
It's so frustrating. Anyway.
But hey, second season's currently airing right now, so maybe that's better. I don't know. I haven't watched it. Haven't bothered. I read a bit in the manga. I was like, man, there's it's not doing it. It's not doing it for me, and that's a bummer. Because the premise I like a lot, and I'm okay with some shonen bullshit here and there. I like cool ninja ladies. What more do you? I don't have anything else. I can't think of anything else. It's there are some plant people. That's fun. Like plant people, but
I guess
just it's just not quite there. Not quite there. So I guess since we broke format, I guess the final question I do need to ask you is: any chance you want to watch a little bit more Hell's Paradise? I already told you what happens in the next upcoming 3 episodes, so really you're already prepped and primed.
No, but I might rewatch Annihilation with my girlfriend. I don't know if she's seen it.
Knowing her, probably hasn't.
Probably not.
Like, there's no shot she has. Like, if there's one thing we've learned about your girlfriend over the years is that the rock she lives under is solid granite.
It's true.
And the fact that she can skitter out of it from time to time is very impressive, if anything. Oh, God, I hope she doesn't listen to that part, because comparing her to an insect, I don't know if she'd love or hate that. It's kind of hard to tell. It's coin flip, really. But with that in mind, thank you all so much for tuning in. We really appreciate it. If you enjoy Remington truly experiencing the opposite of paradise, then please head on over to wherever you get your podcasts and leave us a review. They do mean the world to us, and we do read every single one. And if that is still not enough for you, twitch.tv/anime-out-of-context for myself, Dylan, and Remington occasionally play video games very poorly. Nothing specific on the Twitch side worth mentioning aside from more Final Fantasy and more vampire stuff from Dylan on Monday. Go check it out. And if that is still not enough for you, patreon.com/anime-out-of-context where you gain access to all kinds of lovely bonus material, including the opportunity to be thanked live on the podcast. So, Rem, who we thanking this week?
Well, as always, we would like to send our regards to all of our bland bitch protagonists, as well as our magical girls, who we really appreciate. But moving on, we get to our yandere waifus, who are breaking their swords off the back of our neck, and on that list we have Snooty Root, Gripin, and now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Shaun? Matt wants to thank y'all for being one of the best parts of my week. Tech Turtle, the wheel is rolling towards a Mirai Nikki revisit. Random Belgian Waffle, Yeti Ramsey, camping out at various Denny's until I catch my podcast boys fisting in the parking lot.
Okay, we have to emphasize, that is not what fighting means. If there's fighting, there may be fists thrown, but fisting in the Denny's parking lot is a wildly different thing.
I like to think of us as gentlemen fisters. Back to normal potato farming, I guess. Is Egg Shaun and Judy Hopps Yuri, #diversity win. Wheel Remington talk about the time God makes Hosea marry a hoe. Shaun constantly cucked as Judy tops the Pope. Bakugan anal beads turns Shaun into a Beyblade launcher. Welcome to Sword Art Remington. Why does Princess Cialis keep dying? Calderius, Ryan Moody. Week 35 of using my Patreon name to request code Geese. Sparcy, sentenced to be a podcast host. What does Goon got to do with it? Double-barreled Rollins is double-fisting Q-Tip so he can sound both his tracks at once for max pleasure while Judy pounds his bussy.
I hate it here.
Do you want to know some insight into my relationship for like the third time this episode?
Sure, yeah, let's do it.
I want to emphasize, this happened last week when we were recording, all right? This happened while recording. During recording. My lovely girlfriend sent me a message and it had an image in it, all right? And the image was a beautiful little watercolor cartoon picture, right? With sort of like meme-like caption. And it's quite my humor, where it's, I like my women like I like my coffee. Fat bussy. It took a lot for me to just not, and I read it while we were recording, and I just had to stone face that.
You did pretty well then, because I don't think I noticed. I probably would have called you out on it if I had.
Yeah, wait, look, I'm capable of keeping my composure sometimes. Suarez Verdi, Jake Dent, Wolfire56, Ladin98, Lucky Stars, the King of Moe. Shaun, please put Rem in the jar. I'm getting bored of Judy. Melania deserves a real episode, No Way for Fools. I can't believe I've made an account for this. Wes Kane, Bento Kato. Oh no, I dropped something. I'm gonna set down my Appletini and bend over at the waist to pick it up. Shaun just wants an Appletini and a place to stick his weenie. the Appletini coalition. Well, you know what I appreciate? It's just the fact that, like, that ain't even me doing stuff. This one, it's just them promoting.
Yeah, and the hilarious thing is I've never had an Appletini, but I know I'd probably enjoy it. Like, it sounds like a lovely drink.
You're an Appletini kind of man.
I like cocktails. I'm sorry.
Remington is right. Josh DePeniere. Shaun's biggest fantasy is to be cuffed by Judy. This week's identity pitch, Uma Mushanme, he who can't stop clopping.
Ooh, don't like that. I don't know how I feel about people interpreting me as a horse girl. That's an interesting.
Excuse me, that lolly is at least 500 years old, Shaun. Shaun, I cracked the code instead of fat bussy because Rem was a fucking bitch. Wait for the sequel to come out, and I think this if there was a sequel, it would be legal. Though very weird.
I mean, it's kind of like talking about somebody's kid after their parent dies.
I'm trying to figure out because, for example, that's the whole franchise we can't talk about. And similar, well, yeah, I guess also with, we also can't talk about the franchise. So unfortunately, no, I do think the whole fat bussy franchise would be dead. Reasonable thoughts, but if we're to hold it to the same standard as the others, it just doesn't work out.
I still haven't forgiven you for that, by the way. I don't think I ever will, if I'm being completely honest.
CEO, Sarah from the Shark Plushie, Aishi Gachi, Blarf, Macaroni Uchisa, Daniel Riot, the Danish Viking will conquer the world with Renor Zora as my navigator. Shaun ruined my happy sugar life when he hasn't told a joke in a while. Tell us a funny joke, Mr. Rollins.
I told plenty of jokes. I don't like how you're staring at me, sir.
They demand a joke, Mr. Rollins.
Okay, sure. I'll give them a joke. Your sleep schedule.
Oh, God, it's so fucking true. I can't emphasize enough. I had to steal like an hour nap shortly before this because I simply did not get many hours at all last night. And I was like, we need to record today.
Yeah.
We need to record today. If we didn't need to record literally today, then I'd be gone. I'd be out.
Yeah, it turns out the way to guarantee that you maintain a schedule is involve people that's not me or Dylan.
Yes. Make it so I'm accountable to others.
Mm-hmm.
Super Zoo, Erica McCorkle. I really hope I wasn't late. I'm so sorry. Link Joe Girl. Hayden Cristani. Shaun wants to give Spoonman a thank and yank. Rem uses the drums of liberation to free all weeps from bad anime. I want a Marvel movie starring Shaun as Spider-Man and Remington as Big Wheel. Shyamalanathon apologist. Daddy Rem, tell me a bedtime story about Shaun's nut. Turban. The capybara's love for Gojo is infinite. Make Shaun watch every Adam Sandler movie next year for April Fools. Stacy's mom. Amazing Muffin. Watching Requiem for Spoonman at 0.5 speed. King Rich Rock. Pro tips out of context is running out of things to post will come back soon. Titan CNH. The Susanator. Brock Hartford Dudes. Please go play Unbeatable. Yandere Neko. Anime. Miska wanted the skills of my enemies, not the skulls, but thanks anyways, I'll find somewhere to keep these. From the Fern. G, bottom AK, Bear Trap. Another try at giving Rem hippopotamonstrosquipedalophobia.
Yeah, you did pretty good there. Not quite right, but close enough.
I mean, not too shabby for seeing the word the first time and trying to keep
do you know
speed.
Do you know what it is?
I believe it's going to be the fear of, if I had to guess, fear of not just big words, maybe the fear of pronouncing big words.
It is just the fear of long words in general.
Okay. I gilded the lily a little bit, but I was there. See?
Yeah. Hippopotamonstrosquipedalophobia. Yeah.
Rem doesn't completely hit my favorite shows. No Waifu, No Lifu, Nipple More Cage, Hoomst, Cheese Monkey, Jax, Fenrir Foxolf, Professor Fox, Jam Hands. Rem and Shaun can taste my big three. Farmer Weeb wonders if Shaun has been a good little boy for Daki Martra. Oh, Daki Martra. Valio La Pena, Ross Palmer, Cassidy. And now we move on to the Boy Wizard tier. What are they going to get this week, Shaun?
I have a list of rare flowers for them. Because,
yeah.
I mean, what else am I going to do for this island? Rare ninjas?
And these are the rare flowers that will bloom out of you when you get stung by a human-faced bee. Human-faced butterfly, I guess.
Yeah,
just
butterflies, yeah.
Triangle Warlock.
They can have the black bat flower.
Toaster Bat 6174, or you can just say Capricorn's Constant.
The chocolate cosmos.
Melnick Suzuki.
Corpse flower.
Will supports Remington being a political leader.
The cube-shaped pseudolithos.
Domini Trigun, it will red pill even Rem.
Dancing girl's orchid.
Rem, what is your opinion on Iron Lung?
Devil's hands tree.
Rem is now Fooly and or Cooley.
Dutchman's pipe cactus.
Umbersite.
Fire lily.
Big Rare Kumiko.
Franklin tea.
That Mouse Girl.
Giant Padma.
Truckoon Operator number 42.
Ghost orchid.
Bond Clay Goat, and Kuma has the saddest backstory.
Gibraltar campion.
Sammy K's here to remind you that you've got Uno and it's free, you fucking Belmont.
Hooker's Lips.
Roscott.
Jack in the Pulpit.
Carver 271.
Jade Vine.
Chris Thorstad wants Rem Daddy to take the wheel.
Juliet Rose.
Spoonman the Aristocrat is here for Party Quirks.
Middle Mist's Red Camellia.
Power Cells WWE Question of the Month, which superstar has your favorite entrance theme?
Monkey Face Orchid.
The Great Buttball of Despair misses you.
Naked Man Orchid.
Excuse me? The Wheel
I'll
of
send
Caw
you a
keeps
picture if you
turning.
want, man. Like, if you want to see the picture of the Naked Man Orca, that's...
Look. You can keep your Naked Man pictures to yourself, alright? I'm not judging, but I'm not interested.
No, you're getting this picture since you seem so concerned. There you go, and there you go. You'll see quickly why they're called what they are.
He's just sent me pornography.
I mean, if you're into flowers, then
and I lose track. The Wheel of Caw keeps turning.
Yeah. The parrot's beak.
Beethoven 1201.
The parrot flower.
Tums.
Poke May Boy.
Silent Secondary.
Queen of the Night.
Miguel De Leon.
Red Indian Pipe.
Allfather 413.
Rothschild Slipper Orchid.
And now we move on to the inappropriate Joey Wheeler tier, where Shaun will give you a great movie that represents your life story, and I will ruin it by turning it into generic shonen.
Why do I have a sneaking suspicion this is going to be very easy on your part?
On
You
that
gave
list
yourself
we
a little
have-
softball.
Follow Anime Out of Context on Blue Sky. Happy anniversary to the pod. Shaun, may you find love as you found all of us. Ooh,
Okay. Good movie. See, the funny thing about you giving me this prompt is it automatically means that people are going to be reading into what I think is a good movie.
It's true. Hey, Yugs, the Joey Wheeler story.
It's an autobiography on film. I'm gonna go with Fellowship of the Ring.
All right, Fellowship of the Ring. Now here's the thing. All right, too many characters getting too much screen time. All right, so instead, Frodo, we're gonna give him a big old sword. All right, we're gonna give him a big sword. We're gonna give him the power to light anything on fire, and he can fly. That's an unofficial ability. He can do the Legolas thing. All right. And we're still gonna treat when Legolas does it as important, even though they will have seen Frodo do way more impressive shit. Everyone's always gonna be going to Frodo, being like, "Oh my God, Frodo, we need you for this battle though too. We need you everywhere, kinda." And he's gonna make it everywhere, and he's gonna win every battle. He's gonna solo everyone else. The rest of the Fellowship, they're gonna be struggling, but then Frodo will come in. He's gonna easily win.
I feel like that defeats the entire purpose of Frodo as a character. Rem.
Some might say that. Next up, we got Tonight Is All About You, Baby, and How You Make Me Feel So Good.
You can have. Let's go with. How about Good Will Hunting? Good luck, fucker.
Of course. So, with Good Will Hunting, how we're gonna turn that into a shonen is it's actually gonna be all about okay, it's gonna get a little bit dark for a second.
Oh, is it?
Robin Williams he's gonna be teaching Will, right, helping him out, become the best mathematician he can be. But actually, Will becomes so talented at math that he's able to perfectly calculate the perfect strike, and so he's able to get a deadly strike every single time. So that when Robin Williams' character is murdered by the Yakuza, who are introduced just as suddenly as you'd think, then it is up to Will to hunt them down one by one. And even though they all have special shonen powers that are crazy, he's able to perfectly calculate the perfect strike to kill them all in one blow.
Wow.
And last but not least, we have, you might think I'm late, but I'm not. Happy 8-year anniversary. Here's to 1 year and 51 weeks more.
I'm tempted to do Requiem for a Dream, but I'm not gonna do that for you. I'm not gonna do that to you. That's a little too heavy for a comedy podcast, methinks. So instead, I am just gonna give you let's call it. I am quite literally just scrolling through my letterbox right now. You know what? Yeah. How about How about just straight up The Godfather?
All right, with The Godfather, right? How we're gonna turn that into a shonen is see, I considered being subversive with it a little bit. But being subversive with it wouldn't be shonen. So unfortunately, Michael Corleone is the chosen one.
Oh, is he?
He is the chosen one, and he actually, his whole family is killed. Every single one.
Okay.
Every single one of them, they're killed in the first act.
Interesting.
And it is up to Michael, who has a tragic backstory. He's gonna find a random woman gangster who has a cool haircut and is super talented but has no personality beyond being really into Michael. And they together, but mostly just Michael, are gonna take down all of the other crime families. So there we go. So those are the shonen versions of the movies that represent our lovely patrons' life stories. Thank you all for tuning in. If you want to reach out for a comic question, feedback, or recommendation, you can send an email over onto animeoutofcontext@gmail.com.
Once again, guys, thank you all so much for tuning in. We love and appreciate you very, very much. And as always, don't fuck your sister.
Do 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 do. I like my women like I like my coffee. Softly inserted into my asshole.